A few months later. Well, a few months have passed, and as you can see, there is joy going around. The offspring have been born. And they're not the only ones here. You may be wondering, what are these white sauropods? They are much larger than the others. Well, these are Argentinosaurs. One of the only sauropods left. Other than apatosaurs, Diplodocus, and Brachiosaurs. They decided to make the nest here as they've migrated here. It seems like they have their offspring. Unfortunately, not all are lucky. These two over here, their offspring just couldn't make it. So, unfortunately, they were the only members here besides Patch's family that did not have any children born. Very sad. But luckily, for the young female, her mate, they managed to have 2 offspring. Although there are some weird things going on. You may think this one doesn't have a head, but it does. It's just very small. It's a very weird mutation that happened. And this one is actually what the Diplodocus looked like. They used to have spikes, but they evolved over time, overbreeding with the apatosaurs to lose those spikes. There's 2 things that could happen here. This baby will not survive to adulthood, or it will lose its spikes. But I've had me close up. Either way. It also has a weird side effect of a weird green thing. I don't know, it's a very strange thing that happens with it. I don't know. Patch's family is the only one that does not have new members, but they don't care. Patch is just excited that there's new babies running around, which means the herd will get larger once they grow. Hopefully. But they're not the only ones here who decide to make their nesting here. Because there's another creature that has Carnotaurus. He's here still. And he finally caught up to that parasaur that he killed the Corythosaur next to a couple years back. He decided to make his nest here. Why? So he can wait for a female to arrive. Because once carnivores start to realize that it's nesting season for these guys, and once their babies get a little bit big enough, dinosaurs will start to arrive. And hopefully a female Carnotaurus will be one of them. So he can have a mate. After all, Carnotauruses deserve to have happy endings, don't they? But until then, he will continue to make his nest for offspring to be born. Now, the male sauropods normally leave after a while, once the babies are old enough. But the thing is, these males won't be leaving anytime soon. Why? Because, like I said, these are all that's left. Every sauropod that's here is all that's left of the sauropods that will come and nest here. Because of that, the males decided they would stay, as there's no females out there. The reason why, you may be asking, why isn't there that many sauropods left? Why can't more just show up? Well, it's because this area of the world is isolated from most, which means there won't be that many dinosaurs to come. But it doesn't matter. One day the sauropods will have to leave this area after a while. And when they do, they will go to find a new home, to find a new nesting grounds with new sauropods. Until then, they will stay here for as long as they